Are you a registered organ donor? Would you ever consider possibly donating your organs for a loved one, close family friend, or someone who is in desperate need of an organ transplant, or something you possibly would consider once you, heaven forbid, leave this earth? Yes, my name is Kim, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about why it's important to donate your organs in my persuasive presentation for my oral communication speech class. As I understand, this can be a very uncomfortable topic for a lot of people. However, coming from a parent who unfortunately had two children that had some health ailments, which is a big reason and purpose of why I strongly believe in donating organs and saving a life. I'm going to start with my youngest daughter, who has a rare kidney disorder called nephrotic syndrome, which today she is thankfully in remission. She has nephrotic syndrome, which is a kidney disorder. She luckily surpassed it and survived it. However, many of these children that suffer this disease do end up needing a kidney transplant sometimes down the road if the medications and treatments do not work. So, as you are aware, or you might not be aware, you actually can donate a kidney while you are still alive. Take it from the famous actor, singer, performer, Selena Gomez. She recently underwent a kidney transplant herself because she was suffering from lupus. Ironically, her best friend who lived with her and also her roommate happened to be the only one that could be her match. Her entire family tried. So it doesn't always necessarily mean that if it's your son or your child or your brother or your sister that you're going to even be a match to help that person. However, it could almost even be a complete stranger, that someone's life that you actually can save. So after Selena had realized the severity of her lupus condition, she was very arthritic, had very bad arthritis. She couldn't even open up a water bottle. She had gone through all of her resources of her immediate family. None of them were a match. Thankfully, her best friend, Francia, actually ended up being a donor for her. I did attach the YouTube video of the talk show that she did where she talked about this. It's very ironic that it ended up being her best friend who actually was her match. So it's a very small world, and until you get tested, you don't necessarily know if someone can be your match. So I'm not necessarily telling you have to go out and donate an organ to some complete stranger or someone you've never met in your life. However, one thing I would always try to consider is that once you are gone from this earth, maybe you might want to possibly consider going to the donor registry, which I also included that link as well in my presentation, and donating your organs once you have deceased. Because there's actually 8 different organs that someone can donate once, unfortunately, they do pass and they leave this world. Can be a heart, your lungs, your liver, your pancreas, your kidneys, your intestines. You're seeing more and more stories today where people are taking your faces, your eyes. So there's so much that honestly can be done when you start talking about organ transplants. And it is a very touchy, sensitive topic that some people, as I truly understand, do not feel very comfortable talking about it. However, though, if you do look into Selena Gomez's news story, it is amazing how she did survive that surgery, because originally when they did put the kidney transplant in her, it flipped. And then she had to undergo another 6 hours of surgery to have her body actually accept it. But her friend Francia, when they took it, she was perfectly fine. However, you do have quite a long road to recovery if you're just, say, I were to go donate my kidney to someone. You're talking a good 6 to 8 weeks where you basically need someone to help you do almost everything, because it does drain a lot of your energy. But then, like, look at Selena Gomez today. She's back performing. She's back like a completely normal person. You would never, ever guess that anything really ever did happen to her. So that's kind of one option that you have. There is 20 people a day that die waiting to get a transplant from someone. So it's unfortunate that many people do die, but the reality is once you're gone, the way I kind of look at this whole theory is I'm not going to necessarily need that stuff. And if it could be a matter of a child or someone else living a life and going on with their dreams and there's nothing I can do with it, by all means, I say, give it to someone. However, I do come from personal experiences with having a daughter that has a kidney disorder. Thankfully, now she's in remission. And then not necessarily the organ donor factor of it, as I'm sure many of you are aware of the blood drives that they do and how you can go and donate your blood. I had my oldest daughter who ended up needing a double blood transfusion, and that saved her life. So And the crazy and ironic thing was, my blood didn't work for her. However, and honestly, that too, you can't necessarily just go and donate it that day. It has to go through the whole cycle treatment and get cleaned and all that stuff. So thankfully, the Red Cross does have a great blood supply. However, if there ever is a tragedy in the world, that again can all be depleted. So I always do encourage people whenever they do the blood drives, as I work for a company where they come right out and they do them. If you are a healthy person and you can do that, please, if it's not going to risk your own health, by all means, please feel free to go ahead and help. You're going to save someone's lives by doing that. Believe it or not, there's a lot of premature babies who are born that don't have enough blood, and they could use that too. And again, it really helps save their life. And kind of going back to the when you pass away and the organs that you donate, really the stories that I've read doing this research paper are just truly amazing. And a lot of parents and relatives then can go off and say it is an unfortunate event where someone that you love you lost. However, you ended up saving that person with the heart or eyes for them to see, or a pancreas or a kidney or a liver. A lot of times you can even go back and meet these people and really get to know them and see just how fortunate these people ended up being, because you or someone did save their life. So if you're really thinking about it, this is giving someone a chance to live. And you really are, you're a real hero when you do something like this. Just saving someone's life, donating an organ, or giving them something that you're not going to be using anymore, or if heaven forbid it is someone that is close to you and you love them, and if you can donate your kidney to them while you're both still alive, you get 2 of them and you only need 1. So I'm not telling you to run out tomorrow and go do something like this. However, if you are faced with a catastrophic event, this is something I want you to be aware of, something I want you to know that is definitely out there. And it's truly an amazing thing to just try to save someone's life. And it would just be so cool to see that you are that hero, that you actually did get to help someone and change their ways. So I hope that what I said did mean something to you, as it is a scary topic. It took me even time as an adult and as a parent to go through these life-changing experiences to be able to truly relate and feel more comfortable with doing this. I did attach some great cited sources, and you can find so much great research on the internet about this, and probably even just talk to people you know. It's such a huge epidemic that's going on in this world about people saving each other's lives. So thank you for your time, and I hope this is something that you do consider doing yourself. Have a great day.